Yes guys, so Andrew Tate is calling everyone out left, right and centre. So we've all seen the Jake Paul confrontations, the little face-offs they've been having. I've just covered that in a video, so by all means check that out. I'll link it in the description. I don't think that's ever going to happen. I think it's bad for business for both parties. However, this guy is calling out. He's also calling out this guy. So on the cards, he said he'll fight True Geordie and KSI on the same night. And there's this chat about Logan Paul. So let's cover KSI first. I like KSI. He's an entertainer. He can sell this fight. Do I think Andrew Tate's interested in it? Yeah, I do. And the reason I think he's interested in that instead of the Jake Paul fight is he's got a very good chance. He's by far the favourite against KSI. A lot of people are going, yeah, but Andrew Tate's got this low guard. Well, he's a kickboxer. You're watching him kickbox, so he's got this low guard because he sees this kicks coming exactly the same as we see in MMA. He's not going to have that in a boxing match, but what you do have to look at from them kickboxing fights is he legit knocks people out with his hands. He's not a man to be messed with. He's a legit fighter. The other criticism that I see is the UFC presser where he did a little bit of sparring, a little bit of playing around, but that's what it was playing around. You wouldn't judge Floyd Mayweather on the Deji fight, would you? His skills on the Deji fight, no, because it was a play around. That's what he did in the ring. Whether or not you liked that at the weekend with Floyd Mayweather or not, it's irrelevant. He was playing around with him. If he fought Ricky Hatton like that, he would have got sparked out. And Andrew Tate was just playing around the same. So, I think it's a decent fight. I think it's a fun fight. Whether or not it happens, I'm unsure. But honestly, I think it's the most likely out of these ones that we're discussing right now. The other one, True Geordie. So, I don't mind True Geordie at all. I enjoyed what he did with Tyson Fury. He handled himself very, very well. But then he's just, I think he went to try and do too much too quick and went after a big name. Now, we've seen from the Piers Morgan malarkeys and everything else, Andrew Tate's a very clever guy. Whether you like him or not, he's a very clever guy. If you are a smart person and you are talking about Andrew Tate online, and there's a very good chance he's going to get back to you and argue, if Andrew Tate says that black's white, leave it. His IQ is through the roof when it comes to confrontation. He's very good at what he does. He sells it like an absolute pro. He's a smart guy. So True Geordie firstly attacked his faith. Talked about Islam in a horrendous way that I won't repeat. Honestly, I was shocked and appalled by this. My closest friends are Muslim. I absolutely love them. I'm a born-again Christian, and my closest friends are Muslims, and I absolutely love them guys. And honestly, it's hurtful to see the things that he said about such wonderful people. However, that aside, he also went after Andrew Tate about how he treats women, based on this video that came out a good while back where he got booted off Celebrity Big Brother for this video that looked like he was getting rough with a woman. It turned out it was foreplay, it were a kink, it was consensual, it were a bit of play in the bedroom that we don't need to get into. That's Andrew Tate's personal business. The woman that was in the video with him has come out and said that. Nothing there to talk about. However, as I said, you don't mess with Andrew Tate in these ways. He came straight back with screenshots of Geordie being horrendous towards only the female members of Andrew Tate's staff, calling them horrendous names, which would imply that this guy's the one that has a problem with women. He then come back with these other screenshots, which I'm not going to go into massive detail about because you've seen them on other people's videos. I want to talk about the fights, but about how True Geordie, how he's been messaging these women and asking for all kinds of dirty things. Again, none of my business, don't really care. Funny, but irrelevant. But yeah, it did spark a few things up there to tell me why they don't like each other or why True Geordie went after him. True Geordie, and as I said, I like his interviews. This is not an attack on him as a person or him as a worker, but it appears that he's a little bit of a beta male in the bedroom. He likes certain things in certain places and certain things done to him. If that's what you like, that's you. But that's not Andrew Tate. These guys are opposites. Andrew Tate would spark this guy out in 5 seconds. True Geordie's, I'll punch him if I see him in the street, but I won't go jogging every day in order to have a sanctioned fight. So instead of getting publicity and money, you would rather assault someone. It sounds like saving face to me because he knows he's got no chance, and that's fine. I bet Andrew Tate knocked me out, to be fair, and I get in the ring and box. I'm not at a high level. True Geordie's an interviewer. I'm not knocking the guy. I literally subscribe to his channel. I like him. I like what he does in his interviews. I like what he does in a lot of things. He's messed up recently. He's messed up and he's held his hands up and said, I made a mess of things. So the last one, Logan Paul. Logan Paul would be an interesting fight. However, I think there's more interesting things to do with it than boxing. I think Andrew Tate would certainly have the upper hand in boxing. However, Andrew Tate is a kickboxer. Logan Paul has a background in wrestling, and I'm not talking about this that he's doing in WWE. He looks absolutely amazing in WWE, but he's a genuine collegiate wrestler. So you put him in the cage together, and Andrew Tate used "if I got in the cage with him," which makes me think that this is in people's minds, excuse me, already, the MMA idea. I want to see this boxer and wrestler in Logan Paul, who is an absolute super athlete. He's a very athletic young man, against Andrew Tate, the veteran world champion kickboxer that is on everyone's radar, and not everyone, but lots of people want to see this guy get knocked out. Could this be the time? Let's see. So out of all these fights, I think the KSI one's the most realistic one to happen. True Geordie, I don't think he wants it. He's not a fighter, he's not a boxer, it's just a bit of beef. Jake Paul, I think, is bad for business on both sides. Logan Paul and KSI, I could see it happening, but I think KSI is the more obvious choice. I think they'll both make some money off it. I think Andrew Tate finds it to be an easier fight. It'll protect his business, it'll get him some publicity, all's good. You know what else is good? If you like and subscribe to my channel, support the small guys, hit the notification bell. We're covering all this YouTube and celebrity stuff, as well as all the pro things too. Let me know in the comments who you'd like any of these guys to fight, who you think they've got a chance against, who you think they don't have a chance against, and in what style. What do you think to the MMA idea? Or do you want to see it just legit boxing? Or even a kickboxing fight? I mean, maybe that one's a bit silly, but you tell me. Have a great week, enjoy the fights, God bless you all.